This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, a major announcement coming from the Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Dwayne Sands, as he made his first official visit to Grand Bahama today. The minister taking an extensive tour of major healthcare facilities throughout the island. Our Kimberly Mullings was there and she filed this report.
Dr. Dwayne Sands, along with a delegation of Public Hospitals Authority officials, were taken on a tour of the Rand Memorial Hospital Friday, led by Administrator Sharon Williams. Minister Sands is no stranger to Grand Bahama, as he has been practicing at the local hospital for nearly a decade as a healthcare practitioner. However, this time in his role as Minister of Health, he saw firsthand the state of the island's healthcare sector as he toured various wards and wings of the Rand.
This is almost like coming home. But in the capacity as the minister, it was a very warm greeting. There are great things that happen here at this facility. And when you realize the scope of services that are provided surgically in obstetrics and pediatrics and internal medicine.
The tour of the leading healthcare facility on Grand Bahama was an interactive one for the minister. He learned that foremost on the minds of both patients and medical staff was a much-needed cancer treatment facility. The minister was asked about the establishment of an oncology center on this northern island. He disclosed that the present government plans to address the plaguing issue as they envision an ongoing plan for the development of healthcare facilities throughout the Bahamas. The minister then made this announcement.
We have been asked many times today about when are we going to be bringing oncology or cancer services to Grand Bahama. And I'm pleased to report to the Bahamian people that the managing director and the hospital administrator here know that that is a commitment that we need to make happen hopefully before the end of this calendar year, before the end of 2017, so that Grand Bahamians no longer need to come to Nassau to get chemotherapy or to see their oncologist.
He noted that the government wants Grand Bahama Island to be a hub for health services in the northern Bahamas, and he remains confident that this will indeed come to fruition.
There's a whole lot of very exciting renovations, developments that are happening here. We're looking at new imaging equipment, a new CAT scanner, an MRI machine, redevelopment of the kitchen, additional ward space, and so on.
The delegation also toured the renovation sites, which are currently under construction, the kitchen and cafeteria site, and the proposed corridor site, which will connect the hospital and cafeteria with the doctor's on-call suite. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Kim. And also, the minister also toured the outpatients and community clinics in Freeport, Hawksville, 8 Mile Rock, and West End. The Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture meeting with all youth leaders and future stakeholders on the island of Grand Bahama as the government moves to formulate a national youth agenda and chart the way ahead. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
It was standing room only in the conference room of the C.A. Smith Government Complex Thursday night as the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Michael Pintard, met for the first time with youth leaders from various sectors of the Grand Bahama community. In his address, Minister Pintard issued a challenge to those with a passion for building our nation's youth to help the government give this country's future leaders the prominence they deserve.
We have to establish a youth advisory council that informs government policy and legislation. My appeal to you tonight is that you should, among yourselves, determine who will be, more often than not, spokespersons for the youth practitioners, the leaders in Grand Bahama, and make representation to government and the private sector. You must treat, I think, both with a similar kind of intensity, because the private sector is extremely important in generating commerce to facilitate much of what you need to have happen.
Minister Pintard further called on youth leaders to unify their efforts and network for the betterment of all.
We intend, through the ministry this year, to establish greater relationships with other government ministries. We have a lot of programs that are duplicated throughout the government system. So people are confused on where you go to get help with entrepreneurial initiatives. So the youth department has grant programs, entrepreneurship initiatives. BAIC and the Bahamas Development Bank has one aspect of it. Tourism through business development has another aspect. Now through IDB, the biggest amount of programs will come through national security because of a tremendous grant slash, I suspect, loan from IDB, I think of some $20 million. So they have a huge youth component through national security. There is a need to harmonize those programs.
For years, obtaining financing for various youth-related programs and initiatives has been a major area of concern. The minister says his ministry will assist in effectively addressing this issue.
It's very difficult to tell me no and for me to quite understand that when it comes to why the public purse ought not be used not to benefit individuals but to benefit the community. Over the course of the next few months, we wish to work with the organization. We'll hold some workshops so we can assist you in how you ought to structure your sponsorship proposals to approach the private sector, to a lesser extent government, in order to attract funding. The private sector falls in two categories, locally and internationally. There are literally hundreds of international grants available.
John Davis Rowe, ZNS Network News.
In other news, the local government election held yesterday across the family of islands, now in the history books. According to the unofficial results issued by the Parliamentary Registration Department, this electoral process has produced a new generation of local government practitioners. Sabrina Brown reports.
Central Grand Bahama constituency, Marco Carey polled 439 votes and Faizette Gibson 425. In the East Grand Bahama constituency, Charlene Reed Morris 384 votes, Eris Hutchison 307. In the Marco City constituency, Earl Neely got 637 votes, Kendall Culmer Jr. 628 votes, Bernard Grant 555. In the Pine Ridge constituency, Ravano Ferguson totaled 386 votes, Ernie Baugh 370 votes. In the High Rock Town area, East Grand Bahama constituency, Donovan Bowe secured 101 votes, Chantal Mackey 93, Eric Ballou 91, and Rafaelita Roberts 89. Wilton Thomas 96 votes, Sophia Higgs 86, and Daniel Bain 77 votes. In the Freetown area, Mathertown, Smiths Point, and Langtown, Betsy Hepburn 50 votes, and Dorothy Cooper 46. In the Sweetingski district in the East Grand Bahama constituency, Shervin Tate 53 votes, Basil Tate 47, Gladstone Russell, Olivia Mitchell, and Stevenson Feaster all with 45 votes. In the West End Town area of the West Grand Bahama and Bimini constituency, Kennelman Barry Smith 102 votes, Morton Wilshcombe 85, and Marva Hanna 84 votes. Constance Hanna received 57 votes, and Patrick Cooper 56 votes. West End Town area, Boodle Bay, The Bight, Bahama Beach, and Deadman's Reef. Warren Saunders received 143 votes, Carolyn Ferguson 117, Marvin McQueen 102 votes. In the 8 Mile Rock West Town area, Holmes Rock, Karen Leeden 126 votes, and Kevin Morris 117 votes. In the 8 Mile Rock West Town area, Martin Hill, Alexander Roll received 112 votes, Sean Stewart 100, and Denise Russell 96 votes. In the 8 Mile Rock West Town area, Seagrape, Jerome Harvey received 148 votes, George Smith 107 votes. 8 Mile Rock West Town area, Jonestown, Tyrone Kemp 118 votes, Tad Martin 94 votes. In the 8 Mile Rock East Town area, Jonestown, Martintown, and Russelltown, Willis Baldwin 122 votes, Yannick Rogers 101 votes. 8 Mile Rock East Town area, Pinedale, Felix Delancey received 91 votes, Marvette Russell 86. In the 8 Mile Rock East Town area, Hannah Hill and Pinedale, Rosny Cooper received 96 votes. In the Pinders Point Town area, Pinders Point, Jason Smith 57 votes, Lowell Pinder 48 votes. 8 Mile Rock East Town Area, Hannah Hill, New Ann Roll, 91 votes, Melissa Dean Strawn, 86. Pinders Point Town Area, Williamstown and Russelltown East, Ann Russell and Lanice Williams both received 18 votes. In the 8 Mile Rock East Town Area, Hepburn Town, Larry Wildgoose secured 44 votes. In the 8 Mile Rock East Town Area, Bartlett Hill, Kevin Wildgoose won unofficially with 70 votes. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Sabrina. Stay with us. There's more news right after this.